Hey everybody, welcome to Workforce Gaming. I'm Brad, here with Doug.
Hey.
We are going back to one of my most played games on the Sega Dreamcast, Star Wars
Oh,
Episode 1,
really? Oh,
Jedi
funny.
Power Battles. This
Yeah.
game was my Sega Dreamcast. This is it. This was the only thing I played on Sega Dreamcast. This is Sonic Adventure. Nothing else mattered. And Crazy Taxi. And probably four or five other things. But this for
Yeah.
sure got most of my time on my Dreamcast. So I was beyond excited when they announced that we're remastering it, bringing it to
Mm.
PS5 and everything else. Here you go. Play it in all its glory.
Now there's been we've reviewed a few of these games where like you played this PS2 game in your childhood, and ultimately at the end you're like, not very good. I still love it. Oh, now some of our text back and forth on this one was like, I don't know if the nostalgia is really working on this one.
The nostalgia was doing some heavy lifting here, I think. This game sucks.
So
I
funny.
would not I would not recommend this game to anybody who did not play it back in whenever it came out, 2099. I don't remember when it came out. Whenever it came out,
Yeah.
if you did not play it and love it, then do not download this thing.
That's so funny. So funny. You were super pumped for this one too. Like
I
I remember,
was.
like you were. I remember like something. I forgot what this got announced, but like you sent me those texts. Like I'm expecting to. I don't know what it was. I forgot how you worded it, but I was like, oh god, this is a Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, and I was so pissed off when it was freaking
So you
Jedi
open it up.
Power Battles. Your reaction to it was like, this is the best thing. I was like, oh god, they released Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, and it was not a Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. Yeah.
Nope. It was Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles. So I will say, I was so pumped in this until 6 minutes in because the game
Oh
opens with
no.
like the cool LucasArts logo. And so if you're not familiar with LucasArts, every single LucasArts game had like a cool, fun, unique logo. Kind of
Oh
like
yeah.
how like
Yeah.
Illumination does something goofy with the minions for every single like Illumination movie.
Mm.
This they did like, okay, for Jedi Power Battles, like we'll have lightsabers come in. For like Starfighter, there'll be like a new Starfighter coming in and shooting at our guy. Indiana Jones will be holding
Yeah.
the whip. They all had fun ones. So it starts with that, and then as soon as the goofy logo is done, Duel of the Fates kicks in, which is like the epic like song from episode one, and you're like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, here we go, let's do this. And
So
then
funny.
3 minutes into the Trade Federation level to start with, I was like, oh, okay.
Oh no. What? So I mean,
Now,
it's like a beat 'em up. Like, how bad can it be though? It's like if it's just doing beat 'em up. Like, I mean, even at like a base level, even a crappy beat 'em up's like fine.
so I'm probably being overdramatic. It is probably fine, maybe. So the issue with it is that the combat, like, it doesn't feel good at any point.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, sure.
So
That's like the whole thing, though, right?
yes, because it's a beat 'em up. So you really can't. I struggled really hard judging like distance between me and enemies with your lightsaber. So like, okay, I
Oh,
feel like I'm close enough to hit them, but I'm not. Or there's like
that's
weird
so
things where you have
funny.
to hold down a button to use like a force power, and sometimes it's like I'm doing it. I'm hitting the buttons and it's not doing it. So I don't know if like I had to cancel or I was too far in or what the deal was, but it just controls like garbage. And I'm constantly like swinging a lightsaber around, like going, come on, you can do it, you can do it. Just some of the boss battles just out of nowhere. It's like, okay, I can barely control this thing to begin with, and now I'm doing this boss battle, and I cannot because the boss battles are like fight a giant thing, and I
Okay,
was
sure.
already like against battle droids having a hard time going like, okay, what's my distance here? And now you're like, fight this
So
giant
funny.
thing and hit it in the spot, and you're like, what's the spot? Where is the spot? Is it blocking? How far away am I? Oh, I just got knocked. It's so hard to play.
It's
And I
so
think
funny
it's
because I feel like with like a sword combat, like like punching is the thing that's hard to sometimes judge
yes.
distance, but like sword is like pretty clear 95% of the time.
Yep. And then it also has platforming elements, which are equally as bad. Where I feel
That's
like I
funny.
could not time my jump. There were weird things moving. There were a couple spots where I did that, I did that, and it was just frustrating platforming, top to bottom. Game is a frustrating mess. Now that being said, I played through the entire thing, went back,
Mhm.
played through 2 or 3 levels with 4 different characters just to try them out, see if
So
Darth
funny.
Maul really is that different than Mace Windu, see if Mace Windu is different than Plo Koon. Tried
Sure,
them all
sure.
out, did play through it like probably one and a half, close to 2 times. So there is that
Mm.
while I'm telling you this game sucked. So it is dumb fun that is frustrating. I think if you don't have a like, I remember this level. I remember this. Oh yeah, this part used to
Sure.
throw me off as a kid. Like if you don't have that, but it was fun as a kid, like deep underneath it, I can't imagine
Mhm.
having any fun with this thing. It is
That's funny.
pure nostalgia brain and nothing else. That is the only thing this has going for it. I loved it. It was fun. You get to run through all of episode 1. It does no story at all. It's just like, okay, here you are on a spaceship called the Trade Federation. Now you're on Naboo. Now you're in this place. Now you're on Coruscant. For some reason, you're fighting on Coruscant. That doesn't happen in the movie, but don't ask questions. Like, it's very much just like, but. Kind of like, again, like those old school beat 'em ups. So it's like, there's no story. You're Homer Simpson and you're just running through Springfield. I don't know why. Here you go. Have fun. It has that kind of tone to it. But it's so weird. The next part is with this, everything's unlocked, so you can just kind of jump around and just have some, like,
cool. Yeah.
I can like pick my character and go to level 8. I can go pick my character and go do like the extra bonus levels that you had to unlock. In the original game, I think you had to like beat it on hard in under 2 hours or something to get Darth Maul, but Darth Maul is just unlocked for the beginning. They added in a few new characters that are all you can play as, like Queen Amidala. Who doesn't have a lightsaber. She has a gun, which are no fun to play as, but they added in like 4 more characters who have guns, so you can get those and play with those if you want to. It's just, it's a stupid game that I have trouble saying I didn't enjoy my 5 or 6 hours with it, because I think I did. Yeah. But I would never recommend this game to anybody who does not already have a heartfelt passion for it, because it is pretty much trash, but it's my trash.
That's so fun. I feel like, because I feel like you were very forgiving of the other games we've talked about in the past, of just like, you know, that Django Fett game, like it's like still there's some good stuff there. You're like, no, this is all bad. All of this is bad.
this is, of like the Star Wars games that have kind of come out in the past like 3 or 4 years, this is probably the worst one. Like Clone Wars is better. Rebel Assault 2 might be worse.
Oh yeah, but that one's special.
That's special for a whole bunch of other reasons, but this one might be. That might be the only one that's worse. Like Bounty Hunter I played a few years back. That was still pretty okay. They released the Starfighter games. Those are still pretty okay. Those are actually pretty good. So I still have a soft spot for the Starfighter games. Episode 1 Racer, still not bad. But this is the one where it's like, nope. You pushed it too far, guys. We're too deep in the well. I'm sorry. I would have been the one asking for this, but we're too deep in that Star Wars well right now. We gotta find something new.
That's funny. Now I just gotta wait for like Super Bombad Racing, which I'm like, that one I'd actually genuinely be curious to try. Isn't that
on there? No, Demolition's on there. I think Demolition's on there.
Yeah, Demolition is not Super Bombad.
Yeah, not Super Bombad. That's one I really didn't play that much. That was like a weekend rental for me, and then like moved on. I didn't actually have that one.
It does feel like this to me is like the first signs of bottom of the barrel Star Wars games. Like, they're running low on like old Star Wars games at this point. If like this, but it is fun. I do feel like a lot of people like were really excited for this one, because I remember as a kid this one being like the cool one.
Yeah, because it's like it's 4-player co-op. You're running around with lightsabers. I feel like there weren't very many lightsaber games at that time. Most of it was spaceships. Most of it was like Shadows of the Empire. You did have the cool PC people got their like Jedi Knight and Jedi Outcast if you're a cool PC person. Yeah. Although Jedi Outcast was on PS2, I think, in GameCube. But anyway, there wasn't as much lightsaber stuff. So it's like, it's just give me a lightsaber and let me go. And it's like, I think that was enough at the time where it's like, doesn't matter. I have a lightsaber. I'm Plo Koon. People know who Plo Koon is. Like, come on.
Yeah. That is funny. There was a long period where like lightsabers were not the thing, and now people are like, can we stop having lightsaber games, because they're all lightsaber games.
It's all lightsaber games. Yeah. Everything's lightsaber, except for Outcast. Outcast was no lightsabers.
Yeah.
Outlaws. Outcast.
Play that.
Outlaws.
No, you're thinking of Outlaws. That's what it was. Yeah.
Outlaws, not Outcast. They need better names. But anyway, if you like me had a Sega Dreamcast and played way too much of this game, you can probably have a good trip down memory lane. If you skipped the Dreamcast, like most of you probably did, and you skipped this game, you could probably keep skipping it.
Nice.
But we are Workforce Gaming. Subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment below. There's links to support us on Coffee as well. We'll see you later.
Bye.